Once again, we live, baby.
We're back. Kansas City #1 podcast. What else?
Roll up gas.
What?
You know what it is already.
I put that steak on it. What? And I stand on that. #1, baby. We aim to be #1.
Live on YouTube. Check us out. Roll up gas podcast.
Let's get it.
And if you're in there with us, appreciate you,
You know what I'm saying?
peeping us.
Might have had one rolled up already, you know. Put that fire to it, if you will.
Go ahead and turn down the lights. Soften the mood.
Oh, shit.
Now let's turn up.
Let's get loud.
It's Saturday, you know.
Little Saturday stream, another podcast, Roll Up Gas, number 55. I wanted to, I guess, not to necessarily do anything special, but, I mean, this is our 55th episode.
Okay.
So, and we do, I mean, there's a couple of weeks where we did more than one a week, and we've technically been doing the show more than a year.
Yeah.
But 52 weeks, that would be our, like, 1 year kind of anniversary type thing. So, I mean,
Okay.
we're already over our 1 year
All right.
mark. We've been
Nice.
doing it for a little bit, and we're definitely getting better, but we're still improving.
I
Got a
think we
long way to
are.
go.
You
I
know?
think we're doing better. I think we have a better setup.
Yeah.
We've came a long way.
Yeah,
It's
From-
a grind, you know. It's like
From
the
episode
industry,
1 to now,
Yeah.
night and day.
Episode 1, we were doing it, out in the living room, up against the wall.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's
then-
right.
And then, now we're in here fucking tearing it up.
Hey,
What's going on in the world? How is
Yeah,
everybody?
What we're trying to get into today.
man.
We want
you
to talk
know,
about first.
I guess we could talk a little bit about that Biden bread. Everybody got their Biden bread
It's
in,
that,
you
it's
know what I'm
that
saying?
Trump money.
Oh, boy. Here we go once again. But, man, on a serious note, I was reading this story, and they even had a video of it on World Star Hip Hop, and it was on Newsbreak, and it was on a few news channels. A family, I think, of 4 was murdered.
Yeah.
Because basically, long story short, when I always say that, it's never short, but dude comes over to his baby mama house. She got her stimulus check, her Biden bread, and he was like, hey, I need
Trump
half
money.
of that.
I need half of that, bitch.
Yeah, he said that they needed half of that.
I think I heard about this.
Baju, this nigga's a deadbeat dad. Don't take care of his kids. Don't do nothing for it. Don't take care of nothing. You know what I'm saying? So popped up out the blue asking for money. She was like, nah, I'm not doing that. This is for me and the kids, this, that, and the other. We work,
Yeah, I mean, it went to her.
Right,
I mean,
so-
you got a stimulus check too, I'm sure.
Probably.
I would imagine.
I'm sure he had his own stimulus check, but yeah, he
but
probably
wanted
squandered it. Yeah.
part of hers too.
Yeah,
or-
so
Maybe he didn't have one. Maybe he didn't pay no taxes or have a job or nothing.
maybe. Yeah, maybe he wasn't really on the books or something like that.
maybe that could also be a possibility, but he gets to tripping. Her brother steps in like, hey, she said you got to leave. You got to leave. This motherfucker pulls out a gun and kills everybody.
Yeah, the only person that survived in the house was a 6-month-old and the baby mama. He killed the 6-year-old. He killed her brother, her cousin, and her mom.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Over $700. So you're about to go spend the rest of your life in prison because that's quadruple murder.
Yeah.
He better
I mean, you
go right
kill
in.
kids.
And you kill the kid.
Yeah.
You're going that away forever.
Yeah, and when he gets in there and people find out what he's in there for, yeah, he's like we just watched earlier. Protective custody is gonna be his best option. Go to Quincy. But man, that story just really hit me close to home. I was just like, man, like $700, bro. And that the fact of the matter is that you took that anger and aggression out on your own flesh and blood, like your own child.
I mean, this is kind of, I guess, calling back to a previous episode. I mean, hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
So this dude obviously had problems.
But could you shoot your own child?
Fuck no.
He shot his own child.
No.
That shit was crazy.
But I don't know. I want to see the best in people.
Right.
And I want
All
to
the
give
time.
people
the benefit,
the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
And I want to have maybe hope potentially that, I mean, I have an understanding or belief that none of anything is really anyone's fault, really. I mean, it is, but it isn't. I mean, you have to take responsibility for your actions, because if we don't hold anybody accountable, then shit would just be chaos.
Right.
All the time.
But I mean,
Like
some people you gotta smoke some people, man.
Thank you. So, and me,
I'm
me
going
and Quincy-
more to Marcus's side.
me and Quincy have this debate all the time, and you really persuade me on like death row, like,
I don't think there should be the death penalty.
and you've persuaded me on that, which I don't think there should be either. And I understand that people make mistakes. Like, say you've been, we'll just take DUI for example.
Mhm.
You've been drinking, you crash a car, you hurt someone. They're not dead, but you just hurt them.
Yeah, I mean, you've made a mistake.
Some
You
people-
need to
Some people
pay for that.
Some
in
people
some
go
way.
to jail for those situations, and some people are in there for a long time. You do have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Or in the situation of if someone accidentally gets killed in a like you didn't mean to.
I mean, there is a difference between manslaughter and murder
most death
or whatever.
and there's people who shot people and felt bad about it.
Yeah.
Like they like they made a terrible decision. But in this guy's situation, I don't think
he's completely fucked up.
yes. But to pull out a gun and shoot your baby mama's mother, your child, her brother and her cousin, like,
And it's all
like
and
over
we know
over
that it's
money.
over money. No matter
Like,
if it was over
it wasn't like that you were there and they just started attacking you.
right.
Like, you shot and killed everybody because of money, man. Like, and that kind of person should go to prison. And I don't think we should kill this person, but they should just go to prison, But but then again, some people deserve to get smoked, like you
I don't
said.
know.
And like me, I'm the firm believer of if you harm kids, then that's when we smoke you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you kill the child.
I'm right with you.
Because like that one dude in Kansas City, he fed his son to the pigs. We taking you out back, fool, and we smoking you.
Yeah. Like, I don't think we should torture people or
No.
anything like that.
It shouldn't
And
be
like
tortured.
it shouldn't be
It should just
something
be
you take enjoyment in doing, because then that's kind of blurring the lines of a little, like you're finding the right people that we deem wrong so that you can do bad shit
No,
to them.
we
Like,
shouldn't do that. We should do them just like in the movie Goodfellas. When Joe Pesci walks in the room, sees no one, he goes,
Yeah.
fuck, and then boom.
Or the dude, he's riding in the car and the guy's in the back seat, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, and like doesn't even.
It should be quick.
Yes, I mean it shouldn't even necessarily be like for this guy.
They should walk him into jail, walk him into where they do like the death row stuff, give him
But
the
see,
juice, see you later. But again, I
The
know
problem
you
is
should,
who does it,
right?
Because I
Speaking
don't want the government. Right now, the government has a monopoly on violence.
Right.
They are the sole proprietors, the only people who are allowed
Right.
to commit violence.
Quick
But-
interjection.
Yeah.
On death row, did you know that your last meal has a maximum limit of $15?
Yeah, it was $20 depending on what state you live in.
I mean, I'm sure people were
$15 to
abusing that.
$20.
Like, all right, well, let me get this and this and this.
Or 20 McChickens.
Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of shitty. But also at the same time,
Like a couple, episodes.
it's like, oh wait, you might as well be throwing the food in the trash.
Yeah. A couple episodes
You're
ago.
about to die. You're on your last meal. Like, it's not even the food is not even doing its job. The job of the food is to provide nourishment to keep you alive.
Yeah.
You're going to be dead before you can digest that food, probably.
Yeah.
Completely. Or even if you do completely digest it, you die immediately after.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
You get to take a last shit? Like, give me 15
I mean,
minutes.
hopefully, because there's probably going to be some shit to clean up,
Mm.
once you do die.
Yeah. I think people, like I said, they're like
Smoke a last blunt.
I've watched death row inmates, like, documentaries and stuff. And like 99% of those people like felt bad for what they did. They were either in a situation like a higher gang member says you have to do this or we kill you and your whole family. Or, you put yourself in that situation, but
But
a lot
there
of
are
those,
shitty circumstances.
but a lot of those people I don't think deserve to die. Now, the guy that walks in and he's like, yeah, I killed everybody. What's
right.
up?
I mean, there is
All
a
right,
difference, and if you never give someone the ability to
change
and
learn and
to
grow.
learn from their mistakes, then I mean, there are certain things that are, I guess,
Unforgivable.
maybe
It depends on how like horrendous the crime you committed.
and the circumstances and the what happened in your life, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all shit you can never. It's intangible shit you can almost never really know, and there's no way until maybe we have fucking mind reading technology, which is scary, to have some sort of perfect justice system.
Right.
But our current justice system is completely fucked.
Right.
And it's not about justice, it's about winning.
Right.
So
I mean, yeah, that subject is very touchy when it comes to
I believe
who should kill somebody who did bad stuff.
I guess kind of to your point. Yes, some people just they need to get they just got to go. But I don't the hard problem is who does that. And I firmly believe the government, the state, should not be the people who get to decide, because they get it wrong a lot.
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, I guess you could honestly, if you put someone in prison, like federal prison, where it's like 23-hour lockdown, you're in a little ass room cell. I mean, if you put them there, I mean, I guess that's mental and physical. I mean,
that's
punishment.
Yeah, the worst thing you can do to a prisoner is solitary. To a human being.
And if you do some like horrendous shit and they deem you like you're fully capable of living in society, not like you have like, you know, a brain tumor and it makes you go crazy and kill everybody.
Right.
But if they come to you and they're just like, oh, okay, Bob tortured his children, like that one couple that was in Arizona, they kept all their kids locked up in the basement, like from ages like teenagers to little kids. They were locked in the basement.
Yeah, like I mean, you got to go to jail. Like I don't know, I don't think we necessarily just smoke you.
I don't think we smoke you, but the shit that they did, like
children have to be taken away from you.
After they found out everything, like kids, like, you know, pissing in a bucket and living in that, like, bro, like.
Yeah, that can't.
Even if you don't die, you deserve you deserve a really good gut punch, man. Just like
that's the thing.
Mike Tyson grabs you by your chest and just punches you with a solid one, man.
A lot of that's if our justice system was more about teaching people through fucking them up, versus just like ending it.
Yeah,
I think that would be so much better, and less potential for. I mean, there would still be mistakes, but the mistake you make will be less impactful.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, like these people who locked their kids in a fucking basement.
I was in California.
If they just got locked in a fucking cage for 30 minutes,
I mean, there's
with fucking Francis Ngannou.
Yeah. There's a lot of terrible people in the world, man.
You know, that's my favorite thing. So Ngannou justice.
Yeah.
And I just hate people who only take advantage of those that they know they can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it's
like me,
weak
like
people that prey on the weaker.
If your grandma was in a nursing home and you found out the dude working there beat her ass.
Yeah.
Street justice is about to get a fucking wake up.
Yes, that dude should definitely get his ass beat.
We all gonna pull up.
But there's also, in situations like that, I heard something recently, and there can potentially be a bigger problem. I think it was the Detroit mayor or maybe Chicago mayor, whichever, the mayor lady, I think, that looks like Beetlejuice.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. Pull up a picture.
Let me see if I can.
She's the mayor of Detroit.
I think it's either Detroit or Chicago.
Chicago. You're talking about Chicago. Chicago.
Hold on, baby.
Let's see.
You're talking about Chicago.
Okay. Yeah.
He said she looked like Beetlejuice.
This lady here,
bruh.
So I'm pretty sure. I mean, I could be wrong, but she was putting people, like, making essentially like violent criminals and shit like that, making like their punishment, like they have to work in these nursing homes and shit like that. And then people were getting fucked up and in these nursing homes, like crazy shit was going on. And it was because you had a bunch of criminals being forced to work there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that doesn't excuse the actions of these people who were working there, but it sure as hell also doesn't excuse the actions of the stupid idea.
That's a dumbass
That's like,
idea.
well, I want to have these wolves watch my sheep over here. I'll just put them in the same cage. And, you know, I know these wolves they fucked up and did some wolf shit, but I'm going to put them over here with these sheep and expect them not to do some wolf shit.
Oh, my God.
Like, come on now.
Mm.
But let's move on to another topic here. Have you seen the podcast with, or you probably haven't, but Joe Rogan had a recent podcast where he had Claressa Shields on. Do you know who she is?
Mm-mm. Who's Claressa Shields?
She's
From Clarissa Explains It All back in the day?
yes. She was explaining a lot on Joe Rogan, you know. No, she's a female boxing champion.
Okay.
Let me see.
Sorry about that.
Claressa. Okay, yeah, I spelled her name wrong.
What are we talking about?
Oh, shit.
Let's see. Pull up her Wikipedia here real quick. So, I mean, yeah, she's like an Olympic, I think, gold medalist, professional boxer.
Yep.
And yeah, she was on Joe Rogan recently. She's going to be getting into mixed martial arts. Like, she was training at Jackson Winklejohn gym in New Mexico, like same place where John Jones and Holly Holm and shit train.
Okay.
But I really wanted to like her. But
what'd she do?
I mean, bro, just her whole attitude and demeanor towards
what? Continue.
Towards the sport, and maybe not necessarily towards mixed martial, but she seems overly confident.
She doesn't have respect for other fighters.
She doesn't respect
That's a bad move.
other fighters.
That's a bad move.
She almost doesn't. It seems like she doesn't even really respect trainers and shit. She's like, well, I know my body best, and I know best. Like, I might, if you tell me something, like she's quit gyms and stuff before because like trainers would be like yelling at her or something like that. She's like, oh, I don't play that, and I don't do it. Like, you need to be, if someone is training you,
Humble
you need
yourself.
to be their subordinate
Yeah.
in a situation. I mean, there's obviously a limit. Like, you can't have somebody, all right, you fucking piece of shit, get your ass up. Like, or whatever the fuck. But, I mean, obviously everybody has their own preferences, so it's not like you're forced to do that, to like be subjected to being berated or something like that. But her attitude, it seems like she's probably going to lose.
Yeah.
Whenever she's signed to fight in the PFL.
She kind of reminds me, and I feel like this scenario might play out. She kind of reminds me of Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder. And the only reason I say that is I feel like that this chick is going to lose, and she's not going to know how to handle it.
Yeah, I mean, she's undefeated. She's never lost.
But if you look at her record, she only has 2 knockouts.
I mean, it's women's boxing. Which doesn't necessarily mean you can't get knockouts, because I mean, you look at Amanda Nunes.
But if you look at her, track record of what she has,
she was at
two
least
of the greatest.
She was at least somewhat honest about Amanda Nunes.
She don't want to see her. She does not want to see Amanda Nunes.
She says that she could beat her.
I don't like her either now. I see why you don't like her.
She says that she could beat her. She's like, well,
Bitch, you
I
tripping.
would need, a training, I would need to get. I think she might have said like 6 months or something. If she had like 6 months of like,
I can't. She just disrespected
Big
the
fella.
game. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Big
bro.
fella.
she can't disrespect. First of all,
Like, okay, in a boxing match, if it was only boxing,
I
Amanda
still
Nunes
think Amanda
versus,
Nunes would knock her out.
I don't know.
this is-
Amanda
I don't-
Nunes knocked
hold-
out two
I don't-
of the.
that water spilling behind you. Pick it up. 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 Pick it up.
shit. We're good. We're good.
Here, let's get
Almost
Pause.
had a technical failure here.
Damn, that shit came out quick.
Good thing you called that.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, what is that? I was like, what is that? I heard
He's about to have water all over our electrical equipment, folks.
What fell? The water bottle?
Yeah, water jug.
This thing right here.
Did it fall off the?
Yeah, it fell off of something and it just started going crazy.
Technical difficulties. We're gonna pause for station identification.
Hello?
We up in here though. Clean up a little bit of water. No problem.
Hey, how you doing, man? All right, all right.
All right. We good, baby.
Yes, sir.
Let's see.
I was supposed to be up there at 3 o'clock already.
This nigga
spoken
done
to
taking
somebody.
a phone call on the podcast.
Can't remember. Give me 1 second.
So unprofessional.
Thought you said you had paused it.
I didn't pause it. We live. We streaming live to the world. Letting everybody know what's really good. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, I'm sorry. I was somebody else. Yeah, can I be by around 3 o'clock to come look at that?
This guy.
All right, Mike. All right, I'll do that. I'll be up there as soon as I can.
Conversation
All
for
right,
Crespo.
Oh man, I'm trying to go get a new whip today, man. God damn it, I'm feeling good. All right,
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm debt free. Okay,
You're going today?
Yeah,
Like you know which one you want and everything?
I'm gonna go look. I mean, this is one of the final ones I'm looking at.
I'm just making
Okay.
sure, big fella.
Well,
That's
Before-
not set in stone, but you know.
Before, because we should talk about that too.
We'll talk
or
about this
whatever.
lady though.
But
she,
yeah,
She gonna get them hands.
If it was Claressa Shields and Amanda Nunes in a straight up boxing match, I haven't seen a lot of her boxing, but I don't want to disrespect her or be
right?
I still go for Amanda Nunes. On God,
Amanda Nunes. I think would have a much better chance than Claressa Shields gives her, but Amanda Nunes is not a boxer.
No.
She's a mixed martial artist, which I would argue is the better of the thing to be.
true.
Because I mean, yeah, Claressa Shields can maybe beat her while being restricted to only hands, but if Amanda Nunes met Claressa Shields on the streets
It'd be
and
woo-wop
it
time.
was like life or death,
It'd be over.
what do we think is going to really happen here?
But I mean,
I honestly,
Amanda Nunes knocked out two of what the sport calls the best fighters with
Amanda
just
Nunes
hands.
is
With just hands.
she's one of the greatest.
Yes, I mean
Fe-
she's the best female fighter
She's
right
one
now.
of the best of
Like,
all time.
She boxed up Ronda Rousey. She
Amanda
boxed
Nunes-
up fucking
she's-
Cyborg.
That
Like,
hey,
Amanda-
when she tuned up Ronda Rousey, that shit was hilarious
It was
hilarious.
spectacular to see. But-
because that was her awakening. That was the awakening of Amanda Nunes and the fall of Ronda Rousey. Because everybody was giving
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey all that prop. She was in the movies and all
I don't
this.
even know if it
Then she
was,
came back.
Maybe it
and
was the awakening,
Mhm.
possibly. I mean, we had already realized, and we knew Nunes. I think most people knew, or at least real fans at that time.
That was the first
Everybody
time I
knew
discovered
what was
her.
going to happen, but they hyped Ronda Rousey up so much because she. I mean, deservedly so. Like she was a big deal in the sport, and she
Did a lot for
did
UFC.
a lot for the UFC and for women's, mixed martial arts.
True.
But her
Her time was up.
attitude was not right, or in her head wasn't all the way in the game. She just thought she was the baddest motherfucker, and nobody can touch me, and I don't even have to do anything to be good, because she kind of didn't for a while. Like she was a judo champion, and she could just do her judo and same move Sally all these bitches, and was getting dubs. But once she got popular, and then other women started seeing, oh wow, there's actually like there's an outlet for this. Like we could more women want to do it, and then you find other skilled female fighters that want to compete, and then you find Amanda Nunes, and
the downfall of Ronda Rousey was her own mindset, and I feel like that's gonna be this lady's.
Exactly. Yeah, she has a similar mindset to Ronda Rousey.
Because Ronda, like what pissed me off about Ronda was whenever other fighters, like she's like, I don't deserve to, like they don't deserve to shake my hand, and they don't deserve this, and they don't deserve that. Dude, when Holly Holm head kicked her fucking brains out, that was the first time that I actually yelled and cheered during a UFC event.
Yeah.
In my own home, just yelling like, yeah, fuck that, like, because I just didn't like her, man. Like the way she talked to people, like. And then after that, she wanted everyone to feel sorry for her.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Like, how much damage would it do to, like, Tony Ferguson's reputation or something? Or so, like, after Oliveira beat Tony Ferguson?
Yeah.
If Tony Ferguson went on, let's say, Joe Rogan or something, because he maybe not Ellen necessarily, but if he goes on some talk show and is crying and talking about oh, suicidal, and like niggas would light him up. Yeah, like you bitch ass motherfucker.
Yeah,
like, but they don't want it. Obviously, the same shit wouldn't go directed towards Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
But it would be deservedly so. Like you need, if you're gonna be in this game, you got to be in the game.
Yeah, you gotta understand, you know. But that's why one of my favorite fighters, like that's now becoming one of my favorite fighters, is Jan.
Yeah,
dude, I love Jan's attitude, man. Like he respects everyone. He's so polite to everyone, and like he goes out there and does his thing.
Who? Yeah, Jan Blachowicz,
who
he just beat Israel Adesanya.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
The 205.
But like, dude, he is like they try to get him to say negative things, and he doesn't.
Okay, I can respect that.
I mean, Jan's just a good dude, and he's a respectful fighter, but he's also.
But
kind of like
he
Stipe,
was saying,
like
he was saying
Stipe,
something.
really.
I think DC or something was saying something about Jan. I just seen a headline. Maybe I can see if I can pull the video up. But, Jan Blachowicz was upset with DC.
But who isn't upset with DC?
I mean,
a lot of people mad at your uncle.
Like,
I mean, TBH and shit.
I don't even know how to spell Daniel Cormier. Let's see.
Your uncle name?
Not Peter. Jan.
Blachowicz. How do you spell?
How you spell Blachowicz?
Nate Diaz disrespects Aljamain Sterling.
Blachowicz.
Why would he do that?
Oh, it's Jan. Yeah. Okay, so let's
go
to this here. So, Jan Blachowicz calls out Daniel Cormier. Cormier declines. Let's see. So, after newly crowned UFC light heavyweight champion, Jan Blachowicz second round TKO victory over Dominic Reyes. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Cormier had some thoughts about this on Mondays. DC and Juan Cormier suggested that Jones vacated his light heavyweight belt to avoid a rematch with Reyes, only entertaining a comeback after Blachowicz won. Cormier further suggested that Blachowicz is too slow for Jones, that Jones would pick him apart, and that Jones is durable enough to withstand Blachowicz's famed Polish power. Okay, I don't necessarily disagree with Cormier here.
No, John Jones is the GOAT.
As far as the John Jones part, Blachowicz is not too slow, but
I think Blachowicz would give John a better fight than Dominic Reyes.
Yes,
did.
I agree.
And then he told Cormier, hey, if you got something about me, get your fat ass off that couch and come in the octagon.
Oh, shit.
Bitch. DC was like, I politely decline. I like eating Subway footlongs and, Power Bowls.
Blahovic said, "Hey, DC, if you have so much to say about me, get your fat ass off the couch and come to me in the octagon.
Come at me, bro.
And I'll teach you
Some respect. Ooh, wee. Shots fired.
Twin one.
Hey,
Oh, God.
Cormier is a fat, rotund motherfucker. And immediately he stopped training, it seemed like. And as soon as he stopped fighting, he blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
I love eating Philly cheesesteaks at 2 a.m. and going right back to sleep.
you cannot. I don't like DC is like fat man's hope. I think that's why people like him so much because
He's
fat dudes seem like. I mean, he's kind of fat, like, and he was a champion. I could do it too, like, but
I'm fat.
he is a extreme outlier, and he worked very hard for sure.
Yeah.
But he overworked his ability to not stop fucking eating.
Yeah.
And he also kind of still hindered himself a bit because DC is not a heavyweight.
Yeah.
He's not even a fucking light heavyweight.
Yeah.
DC's
A
probably
super
like,
heavyweight.
well, now.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if he was in shape, DC would be like
Middle.
180.
180. Yeah.
He could make 180 for sure.
Yeah.
And then probably walk around at 200.
And that's what's crazy is like
But
seeing
he's fat.
like seeing some of these guys, like Joe Thomas, for example. He was a lineman for the Browns. He was a big dude.
I think I heard about this.
And
dude.
like since he left the NFL, he's
slim
jacked.
as fuck.
Like,
well, that's because that job kind of they want you to be that size. You have to be that size.
and it's crazy being that
DC's is
size.
the opposite.
But being that size and that athletic, imagine how athletic he is not being that size.
But see, the difference between that guy and Cormier is that guy had to work hard to
get fat.
to be that big.
Yeah.
It was a struggle.
Yeah.
Because he was working out so much and training so hard that in order to be that big, he had to fucking eat. And then he's done in the NFL, so now he's stuck with just the training because he's used to, like, he still works out, but he doesn't eat like a maniac anymore.
Dude, they showed one
because
dude,
he doesn't have to.
They showed one dude used to play offensive line for the Broncos, and he had a double chin and big old dude. He's lost over 120 pounds.
That's not good, man.
And
I was
he's like,
college, I was fat too.
he's
Maybe it's 425.
he's like, he's like, Crespo's like, or he's like your frame, you know, like skinny and yeah. But I mean, it's just so crazy, like being that big.
Fucking skinny.
Yeah, I did.
That's right. You ain't getting these gains,
Nigga.
But
You ain't got no gains.
I got this.
Crespo run 20 feet and it'd be over. But yeah, it's just crazy seeing.
Hey,
like,
DC, come at me, bro.
But DC don't want to
Side
fight.
note, Rick and Morty coming out November, baby.
Nice.
Hey. Yeah, DC don't want to fight. Nobody anymore.
No.
Because he sees
Obviously.
like
'Cause
when
he's fat as fuck. He
like
can't.
one of my
Nobody,
favorite
baby.
lines was from the UFC when Francis knocked out Jairzinho and Dominic Cruz was like, "You want to get in there?" And he was like, "Nope."
He's like, you want some too, old man? Nope.
No. But
I'm gonna go to
man.
Subway and get me a foot long. You know, it's me, DC.
oh man, yeah. That
Hey,
shit's
bro,
crazy.
you
They might see
see
my nephew Quincy, cute Dukes.
Shit.
you see the video,
Bro, they have been roasting him on this
Joe
video.
Biden falling up the stairs.
No, I have not.
Oh, we are going to play this. This is
Man, this is hilarious.
let's-
There's been so many
we're
memes.
gonna mute it just in case,
So many
But
memes.
yeah, let's. So yeah, we got to see.
Oh, you trying to go too fast?
Oh, going down.
Slow down, Joe.
Oh,
You bruise easy, baby.
There's something on the stairs there.
Why is he going so fast? Just take. There you go. There you go. Nice and easy.
Come on, man.
Here's my presidential
This
wave.
nigga give a salute and shit. You
I busted my ass.
motherfucker.
Dude, they had one where they placed him, like they took a cut of him sitting down somewhere, and then they put one of those chairs that goes up the railing.
Here,
Bro, I was dying.
here's the thing. Me and Chris were talking about, we were watching this video and shit on Discord, and I was like, bro, I need to like make a meme or something of him in one of those old lady chairs,
That go
like
up the
going up the
stairs?
stairs. And then this morning, he sent me some shit from Reddit, like they beat you to it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, of course somebody's already done that.
Bro,
Like,
that shit had me
internet always
dying.
wins.
yeah, the internet is undefeated. But
That shit had me
man,
dying.
yeah, that shit. I mean,
Damn.
I seen one of the comments on one of the videos of that where somebody said,
Listen, whoop.
"This is a
That nigga
this
shouldn't
is
been
a
running up them stairs like that.
right."
No,
But
damn well.
somebody said this is a perfect representation of America right now. Like, and it's sad to say, but
Dude,
yeah, bro,
We're
just
in
some
fucking shambles.
old stumbling weak motherfucker.
It would have
you
been
see-
more funny if he went back down them.
Oh, bro.
Ooh, that would have been bad. But it would've
They
been
said
funny,
they
though.
said Kamala was at the top, waiting to push him down. Or some shit. But do you see Vladimir Putin
What he do?
wanted to debate Joe Biden because Joe Biden called him a killer?
Mm,
Did you see that?
damn,
I
I did
know.
not see that.
Well, there was an interview with George Stephanopoulos that Joe Biden was doing.
That's a hilarious.
Probably
bro.
is a killer.
Bro,
You know what
the
they doing over there in
fucking-
Russia? They
the
going through
way
it over there.
he answered is just priceless. Let me see if I can bring this up because
He didn't want that smoke.
Joe Biden just he
Come
see-
on, man.
no, not even like that.
He's a liar.
Let's see. So let's see. This is Bloomberg Politics. I guess.
I'm Mike
He thinks he's a
Bloomberg.
killer. He goes on to say that
Hold
Putin
up,
will.
let's-
Now, this
let's
is
see if we
with
can-
Russia.
Do they actually show the interview? I want to see the interview with
Just look up Biden Putin interview. If it'll-
this mic. Nope, that's Putin responding.
How old is that nigga?
Vladimir Putin?
Yeah, 175.
I mean, that's a good question.
That dude was probably 175 years old. There it is. Interview. That might help you a little bit.
Yeah, let's see. All right, yeah.
Director of National Intelligence came out with a report today saying that Vladimir Putin authorized operations during the election to denigrate you, support President Trump, undermine our elections, divide our society. What price must he pay?
He will pay a price. We had a long talk, he and I. I know
Okay,
him
I don't know if
relatively
this
well.
is it.
And
Maybe.
the conversation started off, I said, I know you and you know me. If I establish this occurred, then be prepared.
You said you know he doesn't have a soul.
I did say that to him, yes. And his response was, we understand one another. I wasn't being a wise guy. I was
'Cause he doesn't
alone
have a
with him
soul
in his
either.
office. That's how it came about. It was when President Bush had said, I've looked in his eyes and saw a soul. I said, looked in your eyes, and I don't think you have a soul. And looked back at me and said, we understand each other. Look, most important thing dealing with foreign leaders, in my experience, and I've dealt with an awful lot of them over my career, is just
Let's
know
see.
the other guy.
Is this
So
the
you know
fucking right
Vladimir
video?
Putin, you think he's a killer?
Yeah.
I do.
So what price must he pay?
Yeah, so he's like, I do. Like he didn't go, yeah.
Me scary.
Or yeah, he's like, you know Vladimir Putin, you think he's a killer? Like he didn't know what to say there.
Yeah.
And shit.
That's like one of them first 48 videos. They're like, did you do it? And he's like,
But okay, so after this interview comes out, Vladimir Putin, he has to clap back, you know.
everybody's got to clap back.
Clap back.
And let's see what
Oh shit.
what
They
did
feel like you don't clap back, though.
No,
what did Putin say? I mean, pretty much Putin was like,
you go to sleep.
"We'll."
I wait till you go to sleep, then I get you. The boogeyman.
Let's see.
Putin fires back. What's he talking about? I mean, it just sounds like two old guys bitching about dumb shit. Both these niggas probably had somebody killed.
Okay, so
Overseas tonight, Vladimir Putin is now responding to President.
shut up. All right, so yeah, Putin was firing back at him. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "I've just thought of this now. I want to propose to Biden to continue our discussion but on condition that we do it basically live, as it is called, without any delays, indirectly in an open, direct discussion. It seems to me it would be interesting for the people of Russia and for the people of United States.
I would already lose interest. Like, man. Oh.
But, I mean, he's not lying there.
Yeah.
I would watch that.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
And, bro,
We can go over Elon house and watch it. Smoke some gas.
Putin would crush this nigga. And,
Oh,
and
for
if
sure.
it was you think
Come on, man.
come on, man. You think Putin's
My
a killer?
son Bo.
And let's see what did Putin say?
What is Bo short for?
Beaumont? I don't know.
Bowling.
Bowling. You think he named his son Bowling?
Let's see.
Used to be a good franchise. They fell off though.
A lot of things fell off, big fella.
I know.
But
Yeah.
Putin may be a killer,
Yeah.
He's a
but
killer.
what did Joe Biden do damn near immediately as soon as he got in office? Did he not drop some bombs on Yemen?
Who did that?
Joe Biden.
Oh, he word?
Yeah.
Man,
So
you know I don't fuck with the news.
but see, that's the thing. That's why if
I watch local news.
right, but most of these motherfuckers, especially your mainstream, I mean, as cliche as it is to say, like your kind of mainstream media type shit, your ABCs and CNNs and all that kind of shit,
Yeah.
they're lying to you. They're not going to tell you the truth, or they're not going to tell you, they're going to tell you
What you want to
what
hear?
they want you to hear to push their agenda. They're not going to tell you the other side. Like, you have to seek out multiple sources and form your own opinion and listen to the opinions of people that you trust,
Okay.
and still don't take anything necessarily as gospel. Question everything. Like, because we know, do we not? We know the government lies to us, right?
Oh,
Like,
all the
without
time.
question.
Especially by now, we know
All the time.
that they cover shit up. They lie to us. They don't tell us the truth.
Hey, you know that's the price we pay to have Wi-Fi.
But we can see now,
And
if
Netflix.
you're paying attention now more than ever, that these news channels and a lot of newspapers and things like that that are portrayed as somehow independent or unbiased, we know that they have opinions. And where do they get their opinions from? We can now see that they either share the exact same opinions with people in government, or are working with people in government, or are people in government.
Yeah.
So they're not going to come out and say, yeah, you should get rid of us. We're fucking up over here. They're going to lie and cheat and do whatever the fuck they can to manipulate us into thinking they're the greatest and we need them.
Yeah. When we don't.
But
I mean, yeah, all the government does is fabricate bullshit.
for the most part, I mean, as far as on a grand scheme, I mean, there is a government just doesn't need to be as large as it is.
Yeah.
It needs to be extremely small.
I mean,
And have a very small amount of power. It needs to have some power, but almost inconsequential amount when it
Yeah.
comes to our lives.
yeah. Because the government can do whatever they want and no one is held accountable.
No.
No one's can tell them anything.
Hey, remember when the people were supposed to be storming that Area 51? Whatever happened to that?
They did. They went there. People went there, and there was like nothing there or whatever the fuck. But I mean, it's not like, I mean, they didn't like get into any facility or anything like that.
Politics makes my balls itch, to be honest.
Dude, I mean, I hate it. I hate it too. But this year has taught me, or at least last year, that this shit affects our lives more than I would like it to.
I want Denzel Washington to be president.
I don't. I don't know. Maybe, but
My nigga.
If he started his inauguration speech like that, then I'd be like, well,
I'd be listening.
I'd be listening.
Oh, where has my backwood gone? Oh, where can it be?
But
Yeah, like instead of a stimulus check, he sends you 1,400 pre-rolled backwoods in a can,
oh shit, here's your stimulus back.
and you're just like, ah.
I can sell these for 30 a
so
piece.
I guess
Yeah.
we can kind of move on to
Fuck them. Next.
even sadder news.
Oh shit, what happened?
Queen of the
Nürburgring.
You remember Sabine Schmitz?
Yeah.
She a race car driver?
Yeah, kind of. I believe so.
She drove a.
She was a German driver. I don't know if she was like
Passed
a
away to
professional
cancer.
racer necessarily. I don't know a whole lot about her, like being upfront and honest.
Says a legendary racing
But-
driver.
I seen her on Top Gear, and I've seen other things of her.
I love Top Gear, especially when it used to be the real
like
Top
on
Gear.
the
Yeah.
real Top Gear is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
the real Top Gear,
And-
not with that nigga from France.
She was literally the queen of the Nürburgring.
Yeah.
The Nürburgring is this famous course in Germany. It's like it's like a toll road essentially.
Is that where all the Top Gear challenges were at? Where they had to stick to them?
No.
Okay.
The Nürburgring is like where every car manufacturer will take their prototype car to try to test them, and they're trying to get the best lap times and that kind of thing, because it's a 12-mile course with an insane amounts of like elevation change, and essentially every kind of turn you can imagine is in there, and it's a course used by a lot of manufacturers to test and tweak and make their cars better.
Okay.
And she, on Top Gear, she took a Ford diesel was it a
Ford, diesel Ford Transit van. Yeah. Let me
yeah,
see that shit
she
real quick.
drove that
Sorry.
around the Nürburgring, because on Top Gear they had a challenge where they were trying to beat, I think, get 10 minutes or something like that.
Okay.
And her time was like, she was the one teaching them what to do. And they had these better cars, and she was like, fuck all that. She got in a fucking van and smoked them. Like, her car was shittier than theirs.
Yeah.
And so there's no excuse, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was just a better driver.
Damn.
She's bad. But yeah, let's see if we can. But
van on a crash diet.
yeah, she dropped some weight,
Unnecessary
on the
had to
van.
go,
Okay.
including me.
Oh shit, where did I?
Then we recruited
You
a
gotta
Dodge
scroll down.
Viper to run in front and create some clean air. On the uphill sections, this
Get rid of
might
this
just
here
make the
video.
difference.
But yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately, she passed away a little bit ago. I didn't even know. I didn't know a whole lot about her, like I said, but she had cancer. She was only 51.
Man.
So R.I.P. Sabine
Yeah,
Schmitz.
R.I.P. to her, man. That's
sucks.
sad. Miss Schmitz.
Shout outs. In Top Gear.
Oh, wait, scroll up. It said she was a sommelier?
Yeah, let's.
Damn. Okay, she knew a lot about wine, too.
Yeah,
Being a
okay,
sommelier
so-
was, wow.
Yeah, and she was the first woman to win the Nürburgring's 24-hour race in '96, and 2 years later became the first woman to win the VLN Endurance Championship in a BMW M3.
Nice, dude.
And then she drove a BMW ring taxi for years. So she would take passengers in hot laps around the Nürburgring.
Man.
That
Bro,
would be the
that
shit,
would be the
bro.
shit. Like, you're just sitting in the passenger seat and she's just bombing.
Just bombing it. You could learn a lot.
Boy, yo, the insurance on that track gotta be a lot.
Yeah. But yeah,
That's dope, but that sucks.
that sucks.
Oh yeah, I seen that bitch.
Yeah, I seen that you put this in here, so we can talk about that if you want.
Yeah, we could go ahead and pop that in.
Yeah.
I so
I watched this. That's what I was telling you. the
I
other day.
watched that one too.
Yeah, I was telling you about this one the other day.
Kevin Samuels, he's He's the Godfather.
He's the Godfather.
I'm realizing it took. I mean, it didn't take me a while. Like, I mean, as soon as I found the shit, and I was like, oh, this nigga talking the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put him on there a couple weeks ago, and then we just been talking about him
Yeah.
ever since. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess really, you put me up on him.
But
the thing
he was talking
is-
about that bitch that was wanted the millionaire. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy because and honestly, it goes both ways. It
Yes. Well, and that's his point, though, is
You have to be real with yourself.
these women want a high value man.
Yeah.
And by his definition and by these women's definition, by I would imagine probably most women's definition, a high value man, they want someone who makes six figures,
But they want to play by their rules.
yes,
All the way.
yes, and that's the problem because
That you
they
can't-
don't realize that type of man is there. 10% of the U.S. population is a high value man,
Yeah.
and 90% of women want that guy.
Yeah.
So that guy has way more options than she does.
Yeah.
And so if she wants to obtain that man, she's going to have to play by his rules because
Right.
there is somebody, a lot of people that will play by his rules.
Yeah.
And that's the harsh reality of it.
Yeah.
Big
But
boy facts.
yeah, let's see this video. Some old world star
This shit
Kevin
had,
Samuels.
yeah, I watched like
World
2 minutes
star.
of it, and I just started dying laughing. I was like, "Yep, this is going into topics."
Yeah.
I put this in there a while ago.
I met a guy on Tinder.
And we won't necessarily
in
watch the whole thing because it's like 12
January,
minutes.
Every week we would meet once a week, and we would just go out to a park, get food, and then fool around a bit. But there was no sex. We didn't.
No sex?
Well, I'm a very conservative person.
Okay.
So
I was just being clear.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
told him that I want to take it slow. I want to build
So-
a good emotional connection with you.
I mean, because I don't want to just play Kevin Samuels' video necessarily, But essentially, this woman
Yep.
has been dating guys or whatever, and she doesn't want to have sex necessarily because she is not that way or whatever she says.
Right.
And she's doesn't know why guys keep leaving, like, because what they want is sex, and she's thinking, well, if I want to find the guy who's gonna wait to have sex with me, wait forever. Yeah, that guy exists, maybe. But
'cause-
the chances of you finding that guy also with all the other traits that you want and that will be a successful relationship,
Yeah.
essentially zero.
Yeah.
Because if you find a weak enough man
Right.
to hold out for you like that, then once you do develop a relationship with him, you're going to fucking walk all over him. You're going to demean him and think that you are better or higher status than
Have the
him, and
upper
then
hand and
eventually
shit.
end up hating him and then leaving him and then wonder why you can't ever find a man.
Right.
Essentially,
Unless,
sounds like
yeah,
that.
watch a little bit more.
We can watch
He should
that.
open the door just a
Before I
little
go
bit to
there, and
air
he's
it out
not
a little
used
bit.
to that. He's used to,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay,
having
so
it.
you met him in January?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so what's the issue?
He told me that he would wait for me because he really liked me and all that. And then our last date was on Valentine's, and we did the same kind of dates we did in January, which is going.
And you haven't heard from him since?
No, he's just been very distant because
How old is he?
he's 30.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
How old do you anticipate having him wait?
Right.
Sorry.
How long do you anticipate having him wait?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, actually, he broke up with me via text message on Friday.
Okay, so
when I
what's
reached out to him.
right? But okay. So the situation is what? You want him back?
I want to maintain a good friendship with him.
Oh boy.
Like this is
boy.
This bitch don't know what she wants.
Women
But
don't
First off
understand.
and foremost, look at how she dressed.
Yo, I'm not gonna
Look
lie.
how she presented herself.
She don't look bad.
I don't want to hate on her necessarily. I mean, yeah, she's not terrible looking. She's not. I mean,
She just
if
has
I
a-
had to, I would. She's like a 6
And I'm sure if she
on a good
got
on a good day.
if she got
I'm
dressed,
sure.
she'd be a
Yeah.
solid 7.
Probably if she gets dressed, she'd be
I'm
like
saying
a
like
6.
if she did her hair, put some makeup on,
probably 6.
those things,
6.
6.5,
maybe.
All right,
but
then she's a 5
6.
there. But whatever.
But
smash or no?
well, yeah, of course.
all right.
But I've adjusted since
Yeah.
watching Kevin Samuels. I have adjusted my rating scale. 1 to 10 rating scale has been. I am way more scrupulous, I guess you could say. Like, or I guess more realistic is a better way of describing it.
So what do you rate yourself as?
Well, I mean, for me, it depends on what you would, I guess, what would I think a woman would rate me as far as my value towards women right now? 4, 5, maybe.
Okay.
I'm broke. Like, I ain't, I'm being real. Like, yeah, it sucks, but also I'm being realistic. I'm not delusional. I'm not going to be like, well, I'm a 7. I'm like, to maybe if just my judging on looks,
Yeah, are we judging all over character or just looks?
That's why you have to kind of differentiate, because
I'm pretty just going on looks.
Yeah.
on looks, 7,
Okay.
which I mean, I don't know. I guess if you can't say
Yeah.
7, like Kevin Samuels says, then 6.
Okay.
But I'm working on it.
Okay.
But in regards, if judging from a female's perspective, like, because we judge women different than they judge us, is we look for different things in potential mates.
That's true.
I mean, that's his whole point. The first things we look for, what we care about as men, if we're being honest with
Physical
ourselves.
traits.
I know. Ass and titties.
Physical
Ass
traits
and titties.
and then
Yes.
personality
Ass,
matter
titties,
to me.
titties.
Personality
Ass and titties.
matter.
Plays-
Yes, but
It matters.
what you really mean by that? I mean, you want someone who is is visually appealing, feminine, and submissive. Personality that's her personality. If she's one of these,
It has to be
how a
compatible.
lot of, unfortunately, and what Kevin Samuels points out, how a lot of black females are nowadays, and a lot of just females in general, younger women, or I mean, a lot of women, not every woman for sure, but they are attitude and entitled, and they think they're better than you deep down. And they don't realize
It's like
that
Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion.
not necessarily they think they're better than you, but they don't think that they need you. And
A lot of younger chicks don't want to work.
which is fine. That is our job.
No, what if they're not in a relationship? I mean, they should still. They have to support themselves somehow.
Yes, you don't want some bum bitch.
Yeah, you know,
But
like, you know, no,
As
I understand.
as
your
a man,
if
it
she's
is our
with you,
job to
take-
protect women. We're
Yes.
stronger than they are.
Yes,
And the
I
one of the
totally
most
agree.
vulnerable things is a pregnant woman or a newborn baby,
yes,
and she needs a man in that instance to protect her and to go throughout life.
or a strong other woman or whatever you.
No, no,
a woman, another woman.
no.
Oh,
Because a man will come around and fuck that woman up.
Unless
if
it's Amanda Nunes.
That's what I was gonna say.
No.
She can't. Well, yeah, I guess
Amanda
another man.
Nunes is the baddest woman on the planet.
She protects
If John
her-
Jones
That's
wanted to do
true.
anything he wanted to Amanda Nunes,
His wife.
he would do it.
Oh God! All right.
You
But-
get fucked up in the process.
No. Quincy's right.
No.
I mean, he'd have a harder time.
Okay, the
It-
baddest woman can't fight the baddest man on the planet. Well, one of the baddest
Okay,
men on the planet.
okay.
That's Derek Lewis, and John Jones.
But
Demetrius Johnson would beat the shit out of Amanda Nunes.
Ugh.
Sorry.
I'd like to.
He's
see it.
smaller than her. He weighs in less than her. But
But Mighty
would-
Mouse?
Yes.
Mm.
I'd
But
like
Mighty
to
Mouse
see it.
would fuck her up.
Is he still fighting?
No, yes.
Yeah, he's
he
still
fights
fighting.
in one.
It's just not.
Is he
on
still
TV.
undefeated?
I mean, and I don't think he's lost in one. I mean, he's lost to Henry Cejudo
That's
in UFC.
No, yeah, I mean, I
But
get it. But I think
If
though,
we're being honest,
yeah,
like women, and Amanda Nunes is an extreme outlier.
yeah,
Like the exception does not make the rule.
right,
Okay.
right.
All right,
But no,
so
I get
Amanda
what you're
Nunes
saying,
and Chris
though.
Cyborg teamed up and they fighting John Jones.
Oh God,
John Jones is still fucking him up.
he still would. I agree with Quincy.
Okay.
But I think though, like, I think in this woman's situation though, like she's making all these crazy rules.
I mean, that's
And-
the thing. She's
But like
She's-
later on, what Kevin Samuels says is relationships are about risk.
yes.
And he says that later on, which I totally agree with that because, look, lady, if you want to keep this guy, then
You
you're
have
gonna
to
have to
take-
break a rule.
Yes, not necessarily break a rule, but you're going to have to take a risk.
Yeah.
Like because she doesn't want to
But-
she wants to make him wait
Right.
to have sex
And he's
because
like,
she's
"Eh."
worried that if
If
she
he
just
has
has sex with
right,
him
right out the gate,
away, then he'll just
Yeah.
have sex with her and then bounce.
Right.
And so she's scared,
yeah,
and so she wants to wait around until maybe eventually she gets some sort of commitment from him
Right.
first to then finally have sex with him and maybe be less fearful.
yeah.
But she's
I don't know.
not. She doesn't want to take a risk. She wants
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
eliminate all risk.
Yeah, you got to take a risk,
And-
like
and
that's
then
that's what it is. You got to take risk in order
Life
to make
is
shit
about
happen.
risk every day.
Every
Living is a
day.
risk.
Yeah, going out in public.
Yes.
like or being in your house. But yeah, I agree. Like with what he says sometimes, but this chick though, she's
I mean,
just.
I agree with what he says all of the time.
She's just. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't watch the entire thing, but
I mean, yeah, like I said, I don't want to, just
Yeah.
play his whole video
Right,
on our
right.
shit
But she-
necessarily, but
But like you said, both sides of the fence have to realize and understand,
yes,
about
because
themselves.
it's about men too.
Yeah, it's about men and women. Because men got to understand certain things, and so do women. Like, that's just what it is.
Yeah,
But Quincy's mama is a solid foe.
Oh shit!
A solid one. No.
But if
get
people
that
were
bitch a
just
two.
if she
Oh.
was more realistic with her expectations,
Yeah.
and I mean, men, it's not like it's only women necessarily. Like men have issues too, but a lot of
And I'm not.
anger or something is coming directed towards men.
No.
And
And I'm not knocking.
Women need us. They do.
Yeah.
Like it's a harsh reality. A lot of people don't want to realize it
Do we
or accept it.
Do we need them
I mean, for survival, no.
for oh yeah, I guess for survival. If it's
Like we
you know,
need we need them for reproduction.
Yeah.
That's really what it is, because a point Kevin Samuels makes all the time, like, I don't want to steal his shit, but this is his shit, is if Thanos snapped away all men,
Yeah.
most women would not be able to survive to the end of their natural life. But if you did the same thing to men would all survive. We wouldn't be able to reproduce, but we would all live and die of old age or natural causes.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Then the world would just be gone because there's no more people.
Right. Like,
well, I mean, not necessarily. Why would it work for women?
okay,
Just out of curiosity, what are his facts?
every job, all infrastructure, this entire world was built and is run by men. So if all men just disappear and there's no men left, how are they going to get water and electricity? And yes, there are some women who know these things.
Okay.
But there are so many things that go into society.
That's true, but I'm saying many things also can be done by a woman.
Yes,
No,
they
no,
can.
that's not what
they
he's saying.
can be, but they would have to be taught ultimately by a man initially. Not
true.
Maybe
Yes,
not necessarily
I completely
now,
agree
but
with you. Like, yeah,
whoever built this
but, I mean,
chemical, this wastewater treatment plant,
yeah, there's probably
whoever
women
designed
working
it was. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of women working there, and who their supervisors are more than likely probably
there.
men.
And women, I mean, I'm not trying to act like a feminist or actress, but women
I know.
also
I'm not
invent
saying
a lot of shit.
They do. I'm not saying women are useless in their shit. Like, I like women. I love women. Like,
but he's talking
women
about
around
the physical and the mental
but
mindset.
the harsh reality.
If all men disappear,
If there was no men around,
Everybody take out the trash.
right? No, it wouldn't be that. But I mean, to a grander scale, yes, because on the ultimate societal scale, men take out the trash. The people
That's
who
true. I've never
design.
seen a female trash truck driver, but I mean, I'm pretty
Not
sure
even,
there's
not
women.
even
I've
trash
seen
truck
plenty
drivers.
of female truck
I'm
drivers.
sure there's female trash truck drivers. There's female truck drivers.
Yeah.
But who built that fucking plant? Who runs it? Who makes sure that plant is operational? Who runs all the logistics and makes sure that thing runs like it is supposed to and is efficient and operational? A man.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you remove all men from all of these places, I mean, if you remove all females, society would suck too and would collapse in a sense. But most doctors,
A lot of female doctors.
I'm sure there's a lot,
Plenty
but
of multiple female.
how
doctors.
many
A lot.
in comparison to men?
There's hella female doctors.
Would you not? Would you agree that most men or most doctors are men?
I mean, I guess in that sense, mostly.
I mean, I wouldn't know the specifics,
Anything,
but I'm
right.
pretty sure that it's not as drastic as what
Most
we think it is.
people who are surgeons,
60-40?
high level people doing surgery, cutting people open, saving people's lives,
Yeah.
like in the dire, like they're not to discount nurses and other like healthcare workers and there are female doctors 100% for sure, but if you take a poll, I'm sure we could probably look it up. Most doctors are men.
I don't know about that. I mean,
You
I'm pretty
don't
sure
know
most
about
doctors
that.
are men, but I'm pretty sure the percentage is not as wild as we think it is.
The percentage is probably 20% female,
Yeah.
and that's being generous.
Mhm.
I'm about to look it up real quick.
Yeah, please. This nigga trying to run out on the podcast.
I gotta go look at this card real quick.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. But no. Yeah, but also I think with Quincy, like, I mean, not to discredit women, because women can do
women are important, and they
anything.
can do. It's not like they
But
can't
also,
do
though,
things.
64 to 36%.
men to women.
Yep.
Or women
Wait.
to men.
And in
36?
In the medical professional overall, male doctors still outnumber female doctors 64 to 36%, according to 2019 data from the Kaiser Family Foundation.
Yeah, 64.
I said it's 40 60, but it's
So
64 30.
Yeah, 64 to 30. So yeah, 37% female doctors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so mostly men. I mean, that's not enough. There's still a good amount. I guess we can go and wrap it up since this nigga's bailing on us. Roll Up Gas Podcast. Thank you guys for checking us out. We are on all of the platforms. Check out our podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, all that good stuff.
Holla.
We go live on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it.
Woo
We
woo.
out.